Welcome to Pulse 24, episode 50. This week, an unpatched flaw in a popular AI code editor goes public after 7 months. The largest open-weight model yet announced lands from Moonshot, and OpenAI's coding agent starts encrypting its own audit trail. My read on the first one is genuinely alarming. On Windows, just opening the wrong repository in Cursor can run an attacker's code. Tell me I am overreacting.
Not this time. On the 14th of July, MindGuard published full details of a zero-day, a flaw made public while still unpatched. A malicious file named git.exe in a repository's root executes the moment the project opens. No prompt, with the user's privileges. The write-up does not say exactly how, whether Cursor searches the workspace itself or Windows' executable search order finds the file first. Either way, as the Hacker News put it, whatever that binary does, it does as you, with your source, your SSH keys, and your cloud tokens.
7 months between report and disclosure, though. What happened in between?
On MindGuard's account, it reported the flaw on the 15th of December, and at least 197 Cursor versions have shipped since, with no CVE, no advisory, and no patch as of the 15th of July. The last version confirmed vulnerable is 3.2.16, tested at the end of April. And whether the current release, 3.11, is affected is unconfirmed.
So with no patch to install, what do Windows teams actually do this week?
MindGuard's mitigations are to block execution from workspace folders with App Locker or Windows App Control, and to open untrusted repositories only in an isolated virtual machine or Windows sandbox. The Hacker News adds a simpler habit. Before opening a cloned repository, check its root for executables like git.exe, node.exe, or where.exe.
From a gap in the tooling to a leap in the models, because Moonshot has announced one with 2.8 trillion parameters, and my instinct says bigger simply wins. Talk me down.
Gently then. Kimi K3, unveiled on the 17th of July, is a mixture of experts model, an architecture that runs only a few specialized sub-networks per token. In practice, that means roughly 16 of 896 experts active at once, about 50 billion parameters, alongside a 1 million token context window. It is the largest open-weight model yet announced, meaning the weights will be free to download, but they are not due until the 27th of July. So, per Tom's Hardware, every published number is Moonshot's claim until then.
Claims noted. On those claims, does it actually trouble the closed frontier?
It gets close. Artificial analysis scores it 57 against Claude Fable 5's 60 and GPT 5.6's 59. And it entered Arena's front-end code leaderboard at number 1. Pricing is $3 per million input tokens and 15 for output, which latent dot space blends to about $5.40 per million versus roughly 9 for Opus 4.8.
So cheaper and close on capability. Where is the catch?
2 places. Latent dot space notes the hallucination rate worsened to 51% from 39 on the Artificial Analysis Omniscience benchmark. And Moonshot recommends 64 or more accelerator supernodes just to serve it. And one unresolved thread. In February, Anthropic accused Moonshot of distillation training using 3.4 million Claude exchanges per Tom's Hardware. And none of this week's coverage records a response from Moonshot.
Staying with coding agents, but moving from what they run to what they record. Because OpenAI's Codex now encrypts the messages its agents send each other. Sensible security or a sealed black box?
A bit of both, and that is the tension. In Codex CLI versions after 0.137, with the multi-agent mode enabled, sub-agent messages live only in an encrypted field, so readable task text is gone from the rollout history, the on-disk session log. The practical effect is that you can no longer answer what task a parent agent actually gave a child agent.
All right, give me OpenAI's side. What is it protecting against?
The change merged on the 5th of June, and the pull request's stated rationale is stopping plain text task text persisting in history and rollouts, a deliberate security measure with a documented auditability cost.
And the teams who need those logs for governance, are they being heard?
A GitHub issue filed on the 13th of June proposes a separate plaintext audit field alongside encrypted delivery. 5 weeks on, it has no assignee and no maintainer response. It fits a pattern we have covered before: hidden prompt markers and measured token overhead in Claude code. So watch that issue if your audit trail depends on knowing what your agents were told.
Time for the quick ones. First, a Patch Tuesday for the record books.
Microsoft shipped 570 security patches in its July update, a record, including actively exploited 0 days per bleeping computer. The company credits AI-driven vulnerability discovery for the volume and expects patch counts to keep rising for the same reason.
And in New York, a first-of-its-kind pause on the data center build-out.
New York's governor signed an executive order on the 14th of July, creating the first statewide moratorium on new hyperscale data centers, pausing state environmental permits for up to 1 year over energy and utility cost concerns. Watch whether other states follow. Anyone citing AI infrastructure now has a new variable on the map.
That is the week. Thanks for listening, and thank you, Anya.
A pleasure as ever, Nate.
Stay curious, stay informed. See you next time.